All right, let's see here. Doo-dum, dum, dum, ba-doo-doo-dum, dum, dum. All right, so I'm going live. It's going to be for about 10 to 15 minutes, and just had to move some equipment around. But yeah, going live. And if you can't see it now, then you can always watch it later. All right, we're going live. Let's get some people up in here, fam. Too busy jocking the summer breeze. And typically, I would like to, what I'm saying, have my I would like to have my stuff ready and more prepared and prompt. But I'm gonna do a 2 for 1 today. Make sure that I can help as many people as possible. Even if you're unable to get onto the chat, you can still hit me up over here. Let's see, it says studio chat, public chat, studio chat, host, product, guess. Let's see here. All right. I just want to make sure that I'm also heard too. Let me hit up somebody real fast. And I do this every single time. Every single time. One important thing that I forget to do. One second. It just says Tony. No. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So we already in. Let me just go ahead and grab my drinky drink. Funny, I talk loud as if I'm in front of an audience right now. But I'm not. It's just me. Ooh, I got this combo. This is that bad combo right here, boy. Woo wee. All right, let me hit. Ooh, need to lose some weight there. What's this say? Schoolers. Okay, all right. Let me hit up someone real quick just to make sure. Can you see me on YouTube Live? All right. All right, let's get some folks up in here, fam. There's I think I have another one going on too. Do I? You know what's funny is that I always do these things where like I'm over here like just trying to just learning as I go. I would definitely say this though, is that when you're going live, a lot of times I get it like people want to perfect it, and I can't go that way. Go the other way. That could be me. Uh, oh, I can't. Guess I just have to do it that way. All right, cool. Oh, the fun part of going live is that you can never, it can never be spot on. So anyway, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna just talk about something real quick. I was gonna pour my power drink in, but I think I'll just wait. Topic that I wanted to talk about today, fam, and I want to be able to do this now while I can, simply because of the fact that if I don't, then shame on me. Okay. Um, so the main thing that I wanted to do is this is I talk about this with people all the time when it comes to their health, when it comes to their wellness, when it comes to their mentality. And this is for those if you have kids, if you have grandkids, if you have a whole lot of responsibilities to take care of. I get it. Okay. And I'm saying this not only as a person who owns their own business and works with clients. I also have my own family. I have my daughter's activities. I have to take care of myself as well with working out. I have to make sure that my meals are planned. Like we're all busy adults here. Okay. We're busy professionals here. Okay. So I just want to let you know, like, yes, we all have busy lives. Okay, we all have people to tend to. We have family to take care of. We have work to take care of. We have schedules to take care of. We have deadlines to meet. We have all this stuff that's going on. Okay, I get it. So I just want to start with that first. But here's one of the biggest problems that a lot of people are facing and why you keep putting yourself last. Because number one is this: you may think it's selfish, but it's actually not selfish. There's a difference between being selfish and neglect. And that's the difference when it comes to putting yourself last. So stop putting yourself last. And as you know, my name is Tony Drake. I've lost 130 pounds and dropped over 32% body fat. I went from being fat to fit, back to fat again, and made a complete lifestyle change. And now I help men and women from all over the world lose the weight they want, lose the body fat they want, and keep it off for good. So I want to talk about something today that may hit a little hard, but I think a lot of people need to hear this. So if you're ready to listen, chime on in, and then make sure to grab your free book in the description by clicking on the link, grabbing the book, Lose Your First 5 Pounds on Me, and this way you can get started today. All right. So I want to start with this here. There's multiple people that I've spoke with, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's my clients and I'm doing a direct sales call, whatever it may be. One thing that I've realized is that a lot of us feel guilty about putting ourselves first. And we might not say it that way, but here's the thing that a lot of people are struggling with. I just have my notes right here because as I talk with different people, they'll send me a DM and I'm like, great, I want to talk about this a little bit more in depth because I like to have real client feedback. I like to have real people feedback, not just something I type up or Google or anything of that nature. But a lot of people feel guilty when they spend an hour on themselves, whether it's working out at the gym, whether it's meal prepping, whether it's getting outside for a walk, and they feel like, well, I have to get this deadline done for work. I have to go make sure that the kids are all taken care of. I got to make sure that, I'm replying to these emails. I got to make sure that, I'm taking care of my family over here, my family over there, and I'm making sure that I have to take care of everything and everybody else. And then at the end of the day, when you go to bed, you're like, oh my gosh, I am so tired. I have my workout clothes ready to go, and now I just don't want to go because I'm just exhausted. Okay. How many of you have gone through that before? And I'm going to just let you know right now that I've gone through that myself for years. This was before we even had our daughter. I was like, okay, well, I have to catch up on work because if I catch up on work, then fill in the blank. What? I'll have less work next week? No. It's just a mentality shift where it's just like, you know what? I don't want to be behind on my work. So I have to make sure that I play catch up. Catch up to what? People are going to have multiple careers. They're going to have multiple jobs. They're going to have multiple things in life, but you get one body. You don't get multiple bodies. You get one. And that's the difference. So right now, if you're feeling selfish about putting yourself first, listen up. You have to look at it in a different way to think, okay, you know what? If I start to treat myself better, maybe, just maybe, I can give that same energy to my family, to my job, to my career, to my business, to my clients, to whatever it may be. But first and foremost, I have to take care of myself. Let me read you guys a message really fast that came in the other day. And I asked this person because they commented on my YouTube video and they said, "Hi, Tony, I'm replying to your YouTube." Okay. This comes from someone named Marissa, who's been a huge advocate, a huge follower, and been really, really cool. Just jumped on my live about a week or so ago and already been hit me up, which has been phenomenal. I want to continue to help more people. And she said, "Hi, Tony, I'm replying to your YouTube, and you asked me why people put themselves on the back burner." Okay. She said, "I think many of us," and this is from other people as well that I spoke with, even clients that I'm currently coaching right now, they find themselves doing this. Okay. "Hi, Tony. I think many of us put ourselves on the back burner because we're so used to taking care of everyone first. As a mom, my family needs always felt more important than my own. And health becomes easy to postpone because the consequences aren't immediate until one day they are." I was like, man, I'm going to go ahead and talk about this because the way she put it makes perfect sense. Number one, she knows that she has family needs that she needs to take care of course. But she's also saying, you know what? One day it's going to catch up with us if we don't take care of ourselves. And that's the perfect way to say it. I mean, God dang, I read this and I was like, yeah, let's go. And I want to talk about that. Why? Because we find ourselves doing that. And I get it. Our parents are going to get older. Our kids need our attention. Work needs our attention. I'm not saying neglect them. What I'm saying is just you got to get in the habit of putting yourself first, even if it's 30 minutes a day, even if it's 45 minutes a day, even if you got to prep your meals the day beforehand so you can at least have 3 days of meals to eat and you're not scrambling at the last minute. Even if you put your clothes out the night before, this way, when you do get up in the morning and you go work out either in the garage or at the gym or you're taking a walk, whatever it may be, even if you do that, you can still put yourself first. Now, you're going to hear people that say, you know what? That's a little selfish of you, don't you think? You have 2 kids, you have 3 kids to take care of. You got to make sure you get to work on time. You got to make sure that your parents take care of you. You know they're getting older, right? And then all of a sudden you get this guilt trip put on you. And then you do this. Yeah, you're right. I'll wait. One day I'll get back on it. Okay. And so what happens? That one day turns into next month, next year, 2 years, 3 years from now. You've put on 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 pounds because you listen to that one or two people that say, you know what? You're being a little selfish. I think it's about time you take care of them. They wouldn't tell you directly to your face, you know what? I think it's about that time that you put yourself last. It just doesn't sound right. But people are easy to make you feel guilty about yourself, even if you want to put yourself first with your own health. You get one body, one body. You want to lose the weight, you get one body. You want to lose the body fat, you get one body. You can still take care of your kids. You can still take care of your parents. You can still take care of work, but you have to take care of you first. The reason why I say that, I've been through that before. I used to put work first. I used to put the emails first. I used to put all my deadlines first. I had imaginary deadlines that I was putting first. And it was just more of an excuse for me to put myself last. I don't feel like going to the gym. I'm so tired now. I don't feel like going in the evening. It's not going to work for me. What do you mean it's not going to work for me? I just don't work for it. That was the problem. But I didn't realize that until later on. And what you start doing is when you start getting up in the morning, you start taking care of you first. You'll realize how much better you feel now that you've got you out the way, because that should be first priority, right? We always hear, oh, health is wealth. Health is wealth, right? We hear that from people, but when you hear them say that, you looking at them, you're like, hey, dog, look like health is a little poor on your side. But they'll say that all day, but are you executing that? Are you literally living what you're saying? Because if you're not, I don't want to listen to you. And I don't think other people want to listen to you as well. It's just more of like a water cooler flyby type of conversation, real quick. You know, health is wealth. Yeah. Can you explain that to me just a little bit? What do you mean by that being 90 pounds overweight? What do you mean by health is wealth being inconsistent? What do you mean by health is wealth and you're still necking all the pizzas and chicken wings down every weekend? What do you mean health is wealth when you're taking in happy hour and you're doing happy hour for about 3, 4 hours, 3 days a week because there's a sale on the food? You don't feel like going home and taking care of yourself and making your own meals. You'll pay somebody else to do it. And matter of fact, you'll pay more to pay somebody else to make your food, even though it's junk food, and you're still going to do it. And then your health goes down. You're taking in more medications. I don't know what I can say on here, but you're taking in more of that stuff. You're not feeling as good. Your performance goes down. You feel tired all the time, lethargic, and then you have a negative output because you're giving yourself a bunch of negative input. The bad food, the alcohol, the vices, all that stuff that goes on that you're taking in. Hell, even negative information can ruin your day from the jump. So you're getting up late just in time to get to work. And then it's like, okay, well, I'm here at work. Well, shoot, let me go outside and get a quick meal real fast. There's a little cafe right around the corner in the building that I work out at. Or you're working from home and your pantry right there, freezer right there, Dove ice cream bar right there. Oh, that's easy, right? Then you start necking that, and then you're trying to work, but then you feel sluggish and tired. So then you take another break to go find a stimulant just to kind of have a pick me up. And that gets you by for about an hour or so, but now you doom scrolling. Now you got the TV on in the background, and all of a sudden you start paying attention to what's going on the TV. Oh man, for real, they got traded? What? Are you serious? Shoot, I got to get my fantasy football lined up now. It ain't even football season. You already thinking about that. But what ends up happening? Well, you know, I still got to take care of my mom. I got to take care of kids. I got to take care of work. Man, I got a lot of work to catch up on. Yeah, you should have been thinking about that when you was watching TV, when you got up late, when you start choosing all these other type of vices and other type of outlets instead of focusing on yourself. That's where the problem really lies. And so a lot of people have that struggle where it's just like, I don't have time for me. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, you can make the time. If you make the time, you'll make a difference. That's where you'll see people who are winning and people who are losing. You can make the time. I have my family, I have myself, I have my business, I have my work, I have my clients, my daughter's activities on a weekly basis. But for some strange reason, I could keep the weight off. I could keep the body fat off. I still feel great. I still live great. My energy is up. Why? Because I put myself first when it comes to health, because I want to give that same type of energy to my family, to my business, to my clients, to my work, to my performance. That's why I put myself first. Don't neglect yourself thinking that, oh, if I just kind of take care of everyone else, then I'll be okay. And I just start putting everything in front of me. And then at the end of the day, I'm a little too tired. That's just an excuse, fam. I know so many people who have made such a complete 180 in their lifestyle transformation. So many clients of mine in my Look Great, Feel Great school community that I have going on right now have made that complete change. They were like, you know what? That does kind of make sense. Why am I getting up in the morning and replying to emails right away? If it was urgent, they would call you. Your coworkers will call you. Your clients will call you. Your bosses will call you. If it's that urgent, they will call you. But you getting up in the morning, you're like, well, let me just reply to this email real fast because I got to get it out the way. Let me just go ahead and print this out real fast. And while it's printing, let me go ahead and get on Instagram and see who else is doing something goofy right now. Let me see who else gets dropped on their head, or let me see who else is talking about politics, or let me see while I'm just doom scrolling. Next thing you know, you send down doom scrolling, and all of a sudden, 45 minutes go by. Oh, shoot, I got to get ready for work. Oh, shoot, I haven't even made anything to eat yet. Well, I got the kids to school, dropped them off, didn't even walk them to the school, but just dropped them off because now I'm in a hurry to go take care of other stuff. Oh my gosh. And while I'm sitting there, I'm driving at a stoplight, I'm sitting there looking at my phone. Oh man, now I got to get back to work. Oh my gosh. And lunch break. Oh my gosh. Where did the time go? Oh man, it's 5 o'clock. Work is done. I'm so tired. I got to kind of take the edge off a little bit. Let me just grab myself a little drink, just to kind of unwind from all the hard work and the stress of the day. Oh, and then when I do take my kid to their activity, I'm over here just continuing to watch more people in their own world while I'm not focusing on mine. And when it's 8 o'clock at night, all of a sudden I'm too tired. And then it's repeat. And then what happens when Friday comes around? Whew, Friday's here. Favorite day. Can't wait for the weekend. Yes. Oh my gosh. And then you just cheat on yourself on the weekend too. And then all of a sudden you go, you know what? How did I gain 50 pounds in 3 months? Oh, 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 oh. Maybe it's because I'm big boned. Yeah, right. That makes a lot of sense. You realize you just ignored all of the actions that you've been putting in. You put on 50 pounds, all the choices that you made, all the doom scrolling that's going on. And then you're like, man, I got to go take care of my kids. I got to go take care of my family. And then they're like, Daddy, what's wrong? Why are you so tired all the time? Why do you feel so sluggish all the time? Why did you just walk 5 steps and now you got to take a break and lean up against the wall? What's the matter, daddy? What's the matter, mommy? And they're over here with a ball of energy, and you're just like, oh, I'm tired. Work has been driving me crazy. You ain't even done no work. Look at your screen time on your phone and look at the work amount, the time that you put in work, and see if it's a true balance on there where you literally put in those hours of work on a daily basis. I highly doubt it. Then you still got that gym membership that's just been sitting there ever since the Broncos won their first Super Bowl in 1997. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get to the gym one day. But that gym membership is still taking your money. But for some strange reason, you're looking worse on a daily basis. I wonder if that's because you're big boned. Let's think about that for a second here. I'm gonna just shoot directly between the eyes when I'm talking about this stuff here, not in a violent way, but in a truthful way, because I went through that as well for years. I went through all those excuses, putting myself last. Before I got married, before we had our daughter, I was still putting excuses in front of me. Man, I'm so tired. I don't feel like going to the gym right now. It's 5 o'clock. Now, all of a sudden, what's changed? I changed. I didn't wait for the perfect weather. I didn't wait for Monday. I didn't wait for somebody to be president or governor or none of that. I had to change. And so it took time and it took small increments and it took small habits. But I went from waking up to 8 a.m. only to get to work at 9, late, sitting in traffic, blaming, shaming, and complaining. And then it went from waking up from 8 to 7 to 6. Now I wake up at 2:45 a.m. and I put myself first. Now, am I telling you to wake up at 2:45 a.m.? No, but what I'm saying is you can make small habits on a daily basis and start getting better so you could take care of yourself first. If you're working a 9 to 5, you can get up a little bit earlier in the morning and start taking care of you. Well, it's still dark outside. Good. Get up before the rest of the world. Go do it. Well, it's kind of a far drive to the gym. Okay, good. Play some good information while you're on your way to the gym. Get hyped up, but get some good sleep the night before that so you can feel better about yourself and put your clothes out in front of you next time before you get up in the morning. That way you ain't scrambling around because it's dark. Get up in the morning, take care of you first. Listen to some good information on the way to the gym. And then when you get to the gym, work out, build that community you've been looking to build. Be part of a community so that way you're surrounding yourself with like-minded people who are on the same journey instead of getting up late. Oh man, not Monday again. Ugh. Come on now. You sound like a clown. That's what I hear people saying all the time. Oh, I got, I got to take care of the kids. I'm busy. I got to go work. What do you mean I got to go work out? You get to work out. You get to take care of your kids. That's a privilege. A lot of people can't have kids. You get to take care of your kids, but you still got to take care of yourself first. So if I'm putting myself first, waking up at 2:45 a.m., getting to the gym, giving myself good information, building myself around other people, sharing the like-minded ideas with people who are going on that same journey and path, and then giving that same energy to my family, to my clients. You call that being selfish? Think about that for a second. Answer that. You really feel that I'm being selfish by doing that? Well, my daughter gets the best energy from me because I feel much better. Well, my wife gets the best energy from me because I feel better. Coming in to the house, greeting her, giving her hugs and kisses, feeling good because I just accomplished something today before the sun came up. And that's taking care of my body, taking care of my mentality, not feeding my body negative news, not blaming, shaming, and complaining. I'm over here feeling good. So I want to give that same good energy to my wife and to my daughter and then carry that on throughout the rest of the day. I've already taken care of me first. Now it's time to take care of them. That's the difference. People end up taking care of everyone else, and then they say, well, I don't have time for me. And it just keeps adding up. And then you have this negative attitude. And then when you see somebody else winning, you go, oh, it must be nice for them. They must be lucky. They must have been born on this side of the street instead of this side. I grew up in Southeast San Diego, Solola Avenue. I know what it's like. So that's why I'm saying stop with the excuses. You can stay on this lane of excuses, or you can stay on this side of progress. This side of excuses, this side of progress. But you can't be in both. You can only choose one. You know what I say, fam? You can't make excuses and progress at the same time. Pick one. So if you're going to sit over here and say, well, I'm going to continue to put myself last, by all means, go ahead and do so. But if you're like, you know what? I'm over here neglecting my health. I get one body. I can get up 30 minutes earlier and take care of me first. This way I can give better energy to the kids. How you going to give your family 100% of you when you're giving yourself 10 or 0? You can't do it. You burn out quicker. You tire out quicker. You complain more. You shame more. You blame everything else. You need to blame yourself. Let's just be real. Ain't no sugarcoating in this message. You need to hear this if this is you. But also know that I'm here to help. That's why I have my own school community, that look great, feel great community. That's what it's all about. I'm helping people lose the weight they want, lose the body fat they want, get rid of those medications, feeling so much better. Now they're giving that good energy to their family, giving that good energy to their business, their career, their job, their coworkers, their friends, because they feel better. I got dads over here in the past sitting there on the couch. Well, Oh, that's enough. Hey, dog. Hey, babe, can you fetch me another beer? Thanks. And now here, daddy, here you go. Now they sitting on the couch just all lethargic. Like, daddy, can we go outside and play? No, baby, daddy's tired. Oh, daddy's tired. Sorry, babe. How about tomorrow? Yeah, how about tomorrow? And then tomorrow goes by. And then all of a sudden you want to troll on my page. You talk about, well, not everybody has the same amount of time that you do. Hey, dog, we get 24 hours in a day. And trust me, I am extremely productively busy. That's the difference. You could be busy doom scrolling, you could be busy watching Netflix, but that's not productive. I'm productively busy. So stop coming up with all these excuses talking about I don't have time. Oh, it must be nice. Oh, you're selfish. Oh, no, you're just neglecting yourself. That's why you put on the 40, 50, 60 pounds. Trust me, I was there before, but I had to shift that mentality. You can do the same thing. Choice is up to you, fam. I'm going to ask you once again, do you want to look back one day and say, I wish I would have? Or do you want to look back one day and say, I'm so glad I did it? The choice is up to you. So if you want to start now, click on the description, get my book, Lose Your First 5 Pounds on Me for free, and get started today. Get the book, download it, it's free, and start to apply it. It's very simple, but just get started. You can't make excuses and progress at the same time. You can only choose one. So if this resonated with you, comment down below. If you're tired of being sick and tired and you're tired of putting yourself last and neglecting yourself, comment down below. What have you been struggling with? What are you putting before you? Put a comment put a comment below. Let me know. I want to talk. I want to know more. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out once again to Marissa for sending me that message because I thought it was very, very, it was verbalized or read very well. She wrote it very well. I'm gonna read it one more time. She said, Hi, Tony. I'm replying to your YouTube, and you asked me why people put themselves on a back burner. I think many of us put ourselves on the back burner because we're so used to taking care of everyone else first. As a mom, my family's needs always felt more important than my own, and health becomes easy to postpone because the consequences aren't immediate until one day they are. It catches up. It ain't going to just sit around and be like, well, you get a pass because you took care of everyone else. You still got to take care of yourself too, fam. Choice is up to you. Let's get it. Yeah, that.